When you see bits of waste fermenting in a jar, it's pretty ugly. And our challenge is to design waste into something beautiful. My name is Douglas McMaster. I'm a chef and the owner of Silo. Silo I would describe as a zero-waste food system, but it's also a regenerative food system. Closed-loop cooking is what we call it. So everything becomes something, everything's precious. And there's a lot of magic that goes on, and it's a holistic approach to maximizing all of the resources that have been lovingly grown by farmers and brought all the way into this London location. And closed-loop cooking, most of which go through the process or the doors of fermentation, which is the ultimate way of closing the loop within a food system. Fermentation captures what every other food process cannot. It maximizes so much of our surplus that before fermentation, we would waste maybe 30% of everything that comes through the front door. With fermentation, it's probably about 3%. This is the koji. This is the key ingredient that helps turn waste into gold. The biggest misconception with zero waste is that we eat waste or we serve waste, which is the opposite end of the spectrum. We're serving food from the best farming, the best nature, the best agriculture. It's in the soil one day and on the plate the next. This is premium, exquisite produce. This is where the magic happens. This fermentation captures all of what would have been wasted and converts it into dynamite, golden flavors, which actually define the dishes. Through koji and fermentation, this is what we can do with waste. There's so much creativity and innovation to take waste bread and turn it into a miso. That miso will then become a snack, which we call the quaver. It's a puffed crisp made from waste. Via the process of fermentation, this metamorphosis of flavor happens. That's magic. Closing the loop on the materials that we have and turning what is ultimately waste into something magnificent. Some of these fermentation methods are quite advanced, and today I want to show you some really easy lacto-fermentations that you can do at home that will maximize the resources in your kitchen to prevent waste. Now, we all have fruit waste. We're going to take all the skins and, in some case, the fruit, and we're going to make a tepache. All we need is mixed fruit waste. I've made it with just citruses, and that's a slightly bitter. We're going to use some dark brown sugar, a sterilized jar, and water. So, to the fruit waste, pack all of our fruit waste into a jar. Let's get those spicy roots in there. These grapes, just give them a little cut. Plums, mango, lemon waste going in. We're gonna add some sugar, some filtered water. Give it a stir, lid on. So this is our mixed fruit tepache. That's gonna need 4 days to infuse and start to ferment. Here's one I did 4 days ago. You can start to see these little bubbles. And all we're gonna do is strain that through here. That's a lot of liquid, including what I spilt. Now we're gonna strain that and put that in there, but we're gonna make another batch out of the same waste. And then all we're gonna do is strain it into a swing top bottle and leave for another 4 days. What's important is that they're tight. They're really tight. I've bought some like not so good cheap ones and it doesn't carbonate. And then what you're gonna get is one I did earlier, which was with apples, and apples have a lot of yeasts which are quite explosive. So what I'm gonna do, this is a great tip for any fearful fermenters, right? Get this on tightly, and flip it. Oh, look at that. There's your fermentation. That's actually the nicest one I've done. It's non-aggressive, beautiful, ready to drink. Magic, absolute magic. The mixed fruit tepache won't do this. And that's a wrap.